We have an update now on the breaking news in Poughkeepsie. New photos show the scene at Mansion Square Park where 5 people were struck by lightning just about an hour ago.
Joining us now by phone, Poughkeepsie Mayor Robert Rolison. Mr. Mayor, thanks so much for joining us. First, the conditions of those 5 people, how are they doing?
Well, what we know as of right now, 3 were transported with life-threatening injuries, 2 were transported with non-life-threatening injuries. I had a brief conversation a bit ago with PD personnel. They are still being treated in the emergency room. Obviously, the 3 that we are concerned about with a life-threatening injury, they are working on them as we speak.
Mr. Mayor, a quick question for you. We understand that reports suggest these people were sitting underneath a tree when the lightning hit. Can you confirm that for us?
I can. I was on the scene shortly after the incident came in. It got called into our center at 4:06. Fire, PD, and EMS were dispatched on the scene in about 2 minutes. Originally came in as 2 people down. Responding officers found 5 people in distress. I happened to just be leaving City Hall and went there. They were actively working on it. It appears, by all indications, both by witnesses and the original caller, it was definitely a lightning strike.
Wow. Terrifying moments. Can you tell us, are these men, women, children? Who was struck?
It appears from what I saw, it was 4 men and 1 woman.
Are you putting out any sort of warning to the other citizens there in Poughkeepsie as far as how to take care during a storm? What we hear as children, sitting under trees during a storm is obviously not advised. But do you have any warning for anyone listening right now?
Well, yeah, and we're going to do that because obviously that is not a place that you want to be. It was in a very large park in the center of the city where lots of people congregate during the day to get out of the heat. There's park benches underneath these really big maple trees and other types of trees. And this was really a lightning-generated type storm. We didn't have a lot of rain. There was a lot of lightning. It moved through the area extremely quickly. Not giving you a lot of time to move to a safer place, but obviously this was time to move, and for whatever reason they couldn't, and this is what happened as a result of that lightning. It looks like it came right directly to the side of the tree. The 2 benches are directly underneath the tree, and that's the indications of where it came in.
Okay, thank you very much for the update there. Mayor Robert Rolison of Poughkeepsie. Some terrifying moments. An hour ago, 5 people getting struck by lightning. 3 of them have life-threatening injuries. They're being worked on at the hospital right now. 2 others, they're going to be okay. Let's bring in Lonnie Quinn right now. He said fast-moving, and that's probably the most terrifying part of it.
Okay, there's so much here that I've got to talk about, and I have very little time, but I've got to tell all of you out there, if you are caught outdoors and you cannot seek shelter and there's a thunderstorm over you, the last place you go is under a big tall tree. And I know that's where you want to go. The trees have a lot of moisture. That moisture attracts the lightning. You want to find the lowest spot you can in an open field and lie down. Get rained on all you want, but that's where you want to go. That's where you are the safest. Take a look out here as of right now. There's the cell as it moved through Poughkeepsie. Let's zoom in a little tighter on that particular storm. You'll watch here. Roll it back one more time. Put it in, that's okay. Right over Poughkeepsie. And if we measure the number of lightning strikes within this one small cell, you heard the mayor saying, hey, look, it wasn't a very big storm, not a lot of rain, a lot of lightning. 243 strikes as this rolled through Poughkeepsie. Poughkeepsie, as of right now, catching a little bit of a break, but other spots are catching it. And this is what we're going to be dealing with as you go through the rest of this day. You can zoom in tight to pick a spot, any spot. Here we got a little storm now making its way into western portions of Ocean and Monmouth County. We all have a shot for this sort of thing. So what you should be expecting, I put in quotes here, it's a roadblock in the sky. And look, I'm not trying to be trite here. What I mean by this is this low pressure system way down in Louisiana is blocked. It can't move to the east because there's a system offshore. There's another one off to the west. It's blocked. It's a roadblock in the sky. It just stays there. We will deal with it all weekend long. The beaches are going to be packed. The rip current risk is very high this weekend, especially at our South Shore beaches, and storms are going to pop each and every day right through the weekend, even into portions of next week. This is going to be a long-standing system that we're dealing with. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. Maurice, Jessica, let's go back to you guys.
Okay, Lonnie, thanks for that update.